The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more than just a horror film. It's a cultural phenomenon that has terrified audiences since its release in 1974. Directed by Tobe Hooper, this groundbreaking film plunges viewers into a world where the familiar comforts of rural life transform into a chilling nightmare. The story follows a group of friends on a road trip that takes a horrific turn as they encounter a twisted family living on the outskirts of civilization. As the menacing figure of Leatherface emerges, the film explores primal instincts and the collapse of societal norms, leaving an indelible mark on the horror genre. As we unravel the horror behind this cinematic classic, we will delve into the production challenges, the real-life inspirations, and the myths that have emerged over the decades. From the grueling filming conditions to the chilling themes of isolation and survival, each element contributes to the film's enduring legacy. Join us as we explore why the Texas Chainsaw Massacre continues to haunt the collective consciousness of horror fans worldwide, revealing the truths and legends that surround this iconic film. The making of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was an ordeal that matched the intensity of its narrative. Filmed in the sweltering Texas heat, the cast and crew faced grueling conditions that tested their physical and mental limits. With temperatures often soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, the set became a hotbed of discomfort and tension. The crew worked long hours, often stretching into the night, which only added to the oppressive atmosphere. As they battled fatigue and the relentless heat, the team was committed to capturing the gritty realism that would define the film. Tensions ran high on set, fueled by the disturbing nature of the film's content. Tobe Hooper, the director, pushed his cast to explore their deepest fears, creating an environment that blurred the line between acting and reality. The actors, particularly those playing the victims, reported feelings of genuine distress during the more intense scenes. For instance, Marilyn Burns, who played Sally Hardesty, faced some of the most harrowing moments, including being chased and captured by Leatherface. This emotional intensity contributed to the film's raw and unsettling realism, making the audience feel the characters' terror on a visceral level. The production utilized real animal parts and props that heightened the film's authenticity. In a shocking decision, the crew incorporated actual animal carcasses to amplify the gruesome atmosphere, ensuring that the film's visuals had a visceral impact. The use of a real chainsaw added to the film's fear factor, as the sound of the revving blades became synonymous with terror. The crew's commitment to practical effects over special effects was a deliberate choice that set the film apart from its contemporaries, immersing audiences in a world that felt disturbingly real. The setting of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre plays a crucial role in establishing the film's chilling atmosphere. Filmed in rural Texas, the landscape is characterized by desolation and decay, enhancing the sense of isolation that permeates the narrative. The choice of location was deliberate. The vast, open spaces contrasted sharply with the claustrophobic horror that unfolds within the farmhouse. This juxtaposition serves to amplify the feeling of vulnerability as the characters venture deeper into a world devoid of safety and sanity. The farmhouse itself, a dilapidated relic of a bygone era, becomes a central character in the story. Its crumbling walls and eerie interiors echo the madness that exists within. As the group of friends explores the house, they encounter unsettling sights: rusty tools, animal bones, and remnants of a life long abandoned. These details serve to immerse the audience in a haunting reality, suggesting that the horrors they are about to face have deep roots in this twisted environment. The setting is not merely a backdrop, it embodies the film's themes of decay, madness, and the breakdown of civilization. The isolation of the Texas landscape heightens the sense of dread throughout the film. As the characters find themselves cut off from the outside world, the fear of the unknown becomes palpable. The vastness of the countryside contrasts with their entrapment, underscoring the helplessness they feel as they are hunted by Leatherface and his family. This isolation reflects a primal fear of being alone in a hostile environment, where danger lurks just beyond perception. The film's cinematography enhances this feeling, with wide shots of the desolate landscape juxtaposed against the claustrophobic interiors of the farmhouse. At the heart of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre lies the chilling figure of Leatherface, a character who has become an enduring symbol of horror. With his chainsaw in hand, and a grotesque mask made from human skin, Leatherface embodies the primal fear of the unknown and the chaotic forces lurking beneath the surface of everyday life. His appearance is both terrifying and tragic, reflecting the deep psychological scars inflicted by a twisted upbringing. Unlike typical slasher villains, Leatherface is not just a mindless killer. He's a product of his environment, shaped by a family steeped in madness and brutality. Gunnar Hansen's portrayal of Leatherface brought a unique depth to the character, allowing audiences to glimpse the turmoil beneath the monstrous exterior. Hansen infused Leatherface with a disturbing blend of innocence and savagery, making him a complex figure rather than a one-dimensional villain. His physicality, marked by lumbering movements and childlike reactions, creates a sense of unease that lingers long after he exits the scene. This complexity challenges viewers to confront their own perceptions of evil and monstrosity, blurring the lines between horror and humanity. The chainsaw itself has become an iconic symbol of fear, representing the raw power of violence and the fragility of life. The sound of the revving chainsaw, a haunting auditory cue that signals impending doom, instilling dread in both the characters and the audience. The visceral nature of the chainsaw contrasts sharply with the serene, rural setting, amplifying the horror of the situation. As Leatherface wields his weapon, the film transforms from a simple narrative into a commentary on the brutality of modern existence, forcing viewers to grapple with the chaos that can erupt from the mundane. The film masterfully explores profound themes of isolation and the instinct for survival, weaving these concepts into the very fabric of its narrative. As the group of friends embarks on their road trip, they are blissfully unaware of the impending doom that awaits them in the desolate Texas countryside. The film's setting serves as a stark reminder that nature can be both beautiful and terrifying. Once the characters venture into the rural landscape, they quickly discover that the safety they once took for granted has vanished, leaving them vulnerable to the horrors that lurk within. The sense of isolation is heightened by the film's cinematography, which often employs wide shots of the vast, empty landscape. These visuals create a feeling of insignificance, emphasizing how cut off the characters are from civilization. As they become ensnared in the nightmarish world of Leatherface and his family, the friends realize that their only hope lies in their ability to survive. This realization transforms the narrative into a brutal struggle for life, forcing each character to confront their own fears and limitations. The film's relentless pacing keeps viewers on edge, mirroring the characters' desperate attempts to escape their dire situation. Ultimately, the movie uses the themes of isolation and survival to reflect on the fragility of civilization itself. The film suggests that beneath the veneer of societal norms lies a deep-seated brutality, waiting to surface in moments of crisis. As the characters are hunted down one by one, the narrative challenges viewers to confront their own fears about safety and the darkness that can emerge when societal structures begin to crumble. This exploration of isolation and survival resonates with audiences on a primal level, making the film just a tale of horror, but a profound commentary on the human condition. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre stands as a landmark in horror cinema, not only for its shocking content, but also for its profound exploration of human fear and societal decay. The film's raw, unflinching portrayal of violence, isolation, and survival resonates with audiences, forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths about the darkness that can lie beneath the surface of everyday life. Through its masterful blend of unsettling visuals and haunting sound design, the film immerses viewers in a nightmare that feels all too real, leaving a lasting impact long after the credits roll. The character of Leatherface has become an iconic figure in horror, representing the monstrous potential within humanity itself. His complex portrayal challenges audiences to consider the factors that shape individuals into killers, blurring the lines between victim and monster. As the film navigates themes of family, madness, and the instinct to survive, it raises important questions about the nature of evil and the societal structures that can foster such brutality. The enduring legacy of Leatherface and the film as a whole continues to inspire discussions and analyses, cementing its place in cinematic history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more than just a horror film. It is a chilling reflection of humanity's darker instincts and the fragility of civilization. Its impact on the genre is undeniable, influencing countless filmmakers and shaping modern horror narratives. By unraveling the horror behind this iconic film, we gain insight into the chilling realities of fear, survival, and the complexities of human nature. As we reflect on its legacy, we are reminded that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones that feel all too real.